Imagine Sarah, a vibrant grandmother of 3 who used to spend hours in her garden, cultivating award-winning roses and playing with her energetic grandkids. She was the family's anchor, always on the go. But then the stroke happened. After the immediate crisis passed and the initial stages of recovery began, a new insidious challenge emerged. Sarah found herself too utterly drained to even hold a watering can, let alone chase after a toddler. The joy she once found in everyday life was slowly replaced by a persistent, confusing exhaustion. She'd sit on the porch, bewildered, whispering to herself, "Why am I so incredibly tired all the time?" If Sarah's poignant struggle resonates with you, or someone you care for, then this video is designed to shed light on this silent battle. You're not imagining it, you're not being lazy, and you are definitely not alone. Today, we're not just going to talk about why this overwhelming exhaustion, known as post-stroke fatigue or PSF, happens. We're going to give you a roadmap, a practical, step-by-step guide to understanding its root causes and, more importantly, reclaiming your energy in your life. So please stay with me. This could be one of the most important conversations you have about your recovery. First, let's define what we're talking about, because understanding is the first step towards managing. Post-stroke fatigue, or PSF, is not your average tired feeling. It's an overwhelming, sustained sense of physical and mental exhaustion that isn't relieved by a good night's sleep or a short nap. It significantly interferes with daily activities, making even simple tasks feel monumental. Think of it. Have you ever felt completely wiped out after just preparing a simple meal, or felt your brain completely check out during a short conversation? That's the hallmark of PSF. It's crucial to understand that PSF is distinct from clinical depression, though the two can often coexist and share some symptoms. While depression saps motivation and mood, PSF is a primary, often neurological consequence of stroke, affecting your very capacity for energy. And it's incredibly common. Studies show that PSF affects anywhere from 30% to 70% of stroke survivors. That's millions of people in the US alone struggling with this invisible burden. So what is the root cause of this profound exhaustion? It's not just one thing. It's a complex interplay of factors, starting with what's happening deep inside the command center of your body, your brain. This is where we begin to peel back the layers of this mystery. At its core, a stroke is a brain injury, and just like any major injury, your brain needs an enormous amount of energy to heal and reorganize itself. This initial healing process alone can be incredibly fatiguing. So what exactly is happening inside your brain that causes this profound exhaustion? We've identified 4 main reasons why your brain is feeling so drained after a stroke. We're going to go through all of them, but I want you to pay special attention to number 3, because it's the one that often connects to mood and that frustrating feeling of brain fog. 1. Brain damage and location. Is your brain's control center out of order? First, the obvious, brain damage itself. But it's not just that you had a stroke, it's where in the brain it occurred. Certain areas are more directly associated with fatigue when damaged. For instance, the thalamus, your brain's grand central station, routing all sensory and motor information. Damage there can throw your entire system into disarray, leading to constant effort just to process simple information. Then there's the basal ganglia, crucial for initiating and smoothly executing movements, and also playing a big role in motivation. When they're compromised, even the desire to move can feel like an insurmountable effort. And finally, the frontal lobe, the CEO of your brain, responsible for executive functions like planning, decision-making, and critically regulating your energy and attention. A hit there can leave your internal energy switch perpetually stuck on low. It's like the main power grid of your brain has been severely damaged. 2. Neuroinflammation, when your brain's cleanup crew overstays its welcome. Next, let's talk about inflammation. When a stroke occurs, your brain's immune system, primarily cells called microglia, rushes to the scene like a construction crew after a major disaster. Their job, to clear damaged tissue and start repairs. This initial response is vital, but here's the problem. Sometimes this cleanup crew becomes overzealous, staying active for too long, releasing inflammatory chemicals that, while meant to heal in excess, become chronic irritants. This prolonged neuroinflammation burns through your body's energy reserves like a furnace running nonstop. It creates that pervasive brain fog, memory issues, and a deep, unshakable exhaustion you might be feeling. It's like your house is constantly under construction, making it impossible to relax and feel truly rested. 3. Neurotransmitter imbalances. Your brain's chemical messengers are out of sync. This is the one I asked you to pay close attention to. Your brain relies on an incredibly delicate balance of chemical messengers called neurotransmitters to function. These are like the express delivery service for your mood, sleep, focus, and energy. A stroke can disrupt this delicate balance, causing critical shortages or overloads. We're talking about key players like serotonin, which is your natural calming agent, vital for deep restorative sleep and a stable mood. Then there's dopamine, your motivation and reward chemical, giving you the drive to start tasks and feel pleasure, and norepinephrine, which keeps you alert and focused. When these signals are off-kilter, fatigue can be a direct and debilitating consequence. Imagine your brain's internal communication system constantly glitching, losing important messages, or sending them to the wrong place. It's no wonder you feel mentally exhausted and lacking motivation. 4. Disrupted neural networks. Rerouting your brain's superhighway system. Finally, we have the disruption of neural networks. Think of your brain as a complex city with superhighways, neural networks, connecting every neighborhood, allowing for smooth, rapid communication. A stroke is like a major bridge collapsing on one of these superhighways. Your brain, with its incredible capacity for neuroplasticity, immediately tries to reroute traffic. It builds new connections, often through smaller, less efficient side streets. This detour might eventually get you to your destination, but it takes significantly more fuel, more time, and immense mental effort. Simple tasks like holding a fluid conversation, remembering a grocery list, or even just processing visual information, which used to be automatic, now require conscious, exhausting effort because your brain is constantly trying to build new, less efficient pathways. It's a necessary process, but an incredibly demanding one, constantly draining your energy reserves. As you can see, what happens deep within the brain is a huge, complex piece of the post-stroke fatigue puzzle. It's your brain working overtime just to keep things running. But it's only half the story. The other half might be even more familiar to you in your day-to-day life, and it's equally important. Let's now explore the physical and emotional challenges. Beyond the microscopic changes in the brain, the sheer physical and emotional aftermath of a stroke can be huge, often invisible contributors to that persistent fatigue. Have you ever found yourself dreading simple tasks like getting dressed, preparing a simple meal, or even just walking across the room, even though you used to do them without a second thought? That's the physical gauntlet of recovery. 1. The physical gauntlet of recovery. Why every step feels like a marathon. Post-stroke recovery demands immense physical effort. Muscle weakness and spasticity. Weak muscles tire much more quickly. Your affected limbs have to work significantly harder, using more energy for even minimal movement. Then there's spasticity, where muscles are stiff and tight. Imagine driving with one foot on the gas and the other stuck on the brake. Your engine is revving, burning fuel rapidly, but you're barely moving. That's what spasticity feels like for your body, a constant, exhausting battle. Balance and coordination issues. Every movement, every step demands more conscious effort and intense mental focus to maintain stability and avoid falls. Your brain and body are constantly calculating, recalculating, and overcompensating. This isn't just physically tiring, it's mentally draining too. Chronic pain. Persistent pain, whether it's shoulder pain, central post-stroke pain, or general discomfort, is a constant, insidious energy drain. Imagine having a low-level headache or backache every single day. Your body is perpetually in a state of alert, consuming vast amounts of energy to simply cope with the discomfort, leaving you depleted for everything else. 2. Sleep disturbances. The vicious cycle of being tired but unable to rest. It's a cruel irony. You're completely exhausted, but quality restorative sleep remains elusive. This can be due to a number of common issues post-stroke: insomnia, difficulty falling asleep, or waking up frequently throughout the night. Sleep apnea, very common after stroke, where breathing repeatedly stops and starts. You might wake up feeling like you haven't slept at all, even after hours in bed, because your body isn't getting enough oxygen and your brain is constantly being jolted awake. Restless legs syndrome, an irresistible urge to move the legs, often due to discomfort, severely disrupting sleep. Nocturia, frequent need to urinate at night. And as we discussed, even the brain changes from the stroke itself can damage areas that regulate your sleep-wake cycles, further complicating matters. It's a vicious cycle where exhaustion feeds poor sleep, and poor sleep amplifies exhaustion. 3. The psychological and emotional toll. The hidden weight on your energy. The emotional impact of a stroke is profound and often vastly underestimated in its contribution to fatigue. Depression and anxiety. Clinical depression affects a significant number of stroke survivors. It's not just feeling sad, it's a profound lack of interest, difficulty concentrating, and a heavy sense of lethargy that feels impossible to shake, directly sapping energy and motivation. Similarly, constant anxiety, worrying about future strokes, finances, independence, or simply feeling overwhelmed, keeps your body in a perpetual state of fight or flight, burning through precious energy reserves. Cognitive impairment/brain fog. Difficulty with memory, attention, problem-solving, or decision-making means your brain works exponentially harder for basic tasks. It's like your internal computer is constantly running too many demanding programs at once, leading to profound mental exhaustion and that frustrating brain fog where thoughts feel slow and fuzzy. Grief and loss. Grieving the loss of independence, lost abilities, and your old self is a deeply emotional process. It's the silent battle of adapting to a new normal, and this profound emotional labor consumes immense, often unrecognized energy. 4. The hidden energy thief in your medicine cabinet. Could your pills be part of the problem? Finally, in this section, let's talk about something that's sitting right on your counter, prescribed by your doctor with the best intentions, but it could be secretly draining your energy every single day. Yes, we're talking about your medications. Many commonly prescribed medications after a stroke can have fatigue as a side effect. This includes certain blood pressure medications, like beta blockers, which can slow your heart rate, some antidepressants, which might cause drowsiness, especially initially, and various pain medications, opioids, and even some strong over-the-counter options can induce lethargy. Even some muscle relaxants, often prescribed for spasticity, can cause significant drowsiness. This isn't to say you should stop taking them. Absolutely not. But it's crucial to be aware and always discuss any side effects you're experiencing with your doctor. Never stop or adjust medication without medical advice. It's clear that post-stroke fatigue is a multifaceted challenge, deeply rooted in both the physical and mental aftermath of a stroke. It's a heavy burden, but there's genuine hope. If you're finding this information helpful, if it's validating your experience, please give this video a quick thumbs up. It helps us tremendously to reach more people who desperately need this vital support and understanding. Okay, that was a lot of heavy information, and it might even feel a little discouraging to hear about all the ways your body and brain are fighting this battle. But please stay with me, because this next part is the most important. This is where we turn knowledge into action. This is the wise part, where we give you the practical, proven tools to fight back against post-stroke fatigue and reclaim your energy, one step at a time. The very first step is the simplest, but it's the one most people overlook. 1. Medical checkup. Ruling out other energy thieves. The first crucial step. The very first non-negotiable step is to talk to your doctor. Don't just say, "I'm tired." Be specific and detailed. Use a scale from 1 to 10 to describe the severity. Describe when you feel most tired, what makes it worse or better, and precisely how it impacts specific daily activities. For example, I used to walk a mile. Now, after 10 minutes, I'm completely wiped out for the rest of the day and can't even focus on a TV show. This detailed information helps your doctor pinpoint other medical issues that can mimic or worsen fatigue, such as anemia, thyroid problems, or vitamin deficiencies like B12 or vitamin D. Getting these basic health parameters checked could reveal a simple, treatable cause contributing to your exhaustion. 2. Energy conservation and pacing. Mastering your energy budget like a pro. This is perhaps the most fundamental and empowering strategy. Think of your energy as a limited budget for the day, a non-renewable resource you need to spend wisely. Pacing. This isn't about doing less, it's about doing smart. Don't push yourself until you're exhausted. Instead, plan your activities and take frequent, short rest breaks before you're completely drained. It's like recharging your phone often, instead of letting it die completely. A 15-minute quiet sit-down, a short meditation, or just closing your eyes proactively can make a huge difference. Prioritization. Identify the 2 to 3 most important tasks for the day and focus your precious energy there. It's okay to say no, to less urgent or important things. Learn to delegate or ask for help. Breaking tasks down. Divide larger, daunting tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Instead of cleaning the whole house, aim to clean one bathroom today, then take a break. Simplification. Find easier ways to do things. Use adaptive equipment if available, or simply sit down for tasks you used to do standing. 3. Optimize sleep hygiene, your foundation for deep recovery. Even if you have sleep disturbances, improving your sleep environment and habits, known as sleep hygiene, can make a monumental difference. Consistent schedule. Go to bed and wake up around the same time every day, even on weekends. Consistency trains your body's internal clock. Bedroom environment. Make your bedroom a sanctuary for sleep. Keep it dark, quiet, cool, ideally 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 to 19 degrees Celsius, and free of clutter. Avoid stimulants and screen time. Limit caffeine and alcohol, especially after noon. Avoid phones, tablets, and TV at least an hour before bed. The blue light from screens can interfere with melatonin production, your natural sleep hormone. Address sleep disorders. If sleep apnea or other issues are suspected, your doctor may refer you for a sleep study. Treating conditions like sleep apnea, often with a CPAP machine, can be a game changer for energy levels, significantly improving sleep quality and reducing daytime fatigue. 4. Nutrition and hydration. Fueling your body and brain. Right for sustained energy. What you put into your body directly impacts your energy levels, especially after a stroke when your brain needs all the help it can get. Balanced, anti-inflammatory diet. Focus on whole, unprocessed, nutrient-dense foods. Plenty of colorful fruits, vegetables, especially leafy greens like spinach and kale. Lean protein like chicken, fish, beans, and whole grains. Think about boosting brain health with foods like berries and fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, rich in omega-3s. These anti-inflammatory foods help combat the neuroinflammation we discussed earlier. Consistent hydration. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Dehydration, even mild, can significantly increase fatigue, cause headaches, and impact cognitive function. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses of water, or even more if you're active. Keep a water bottle handy. Avoid sugar crashes. Limit sugary snacks and refined carbohydrates, like white bread, pastries, sugary drinks, that lead to rapid energy spikes followed by debilitating crashes. Instead, opt for steady energy sources like complex carbohydrates, healthy fats, and protein. I want to take a moment to really emphasize something crucial, something many stroke survivors struggle with in silence. Post-stroke fatigue is real. It is not all in your head. It is not a sign of weakness, laziness, or a lack of motivation. These feelings are incredibly common, and it's vital that you and your loved ones understand this. Many stroke survivors feel frustrated, guilty, or even ashamed because they can't push through the fatigue like they used to, or like they see others doing. They might compare themselves to their pre-stroke self or to other stroke survivors who seem to be recovering faster, leading to immense frustration and guilt. Please give yourself grace. Your body and brain have been through a traumatic event and are working incredibly hard, silently, to recover and adapt. Self-compassion is not a luxury, it's a necessity for healing. Treat yourself with the same patience and kindness you would offer a dear friend who is struggling. If you are a caregiver, remember that the fatigue your loved one experiences is profound. It's often invisible, but it's just as debilitating as any physical impairment. Your understanding, patience, and unwavering support can make an immense difference. Help them by setting realistic expectations, assisting with energy pacing, and creating quiet, calm spaces for rest. Be their voice when they're too tired to speak for themselves, and help them advocate for their needs with their medical team. And remember, caregivers also need support. Don't burn out trying to be everything for everyone. Post-stroke fatigue is undeniably a challenging part of recovery, but it is absolutely manageable. By truly understanding its complex causes, from the neurological changes in your brain to the physical and emotional demands of recovery, and by diligently implementing practical strategies, you can significantly improve your energy levels and reclaim your quality of life. Remember, recovery is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient with yourself, celebrate every small victory, and never stop advocating for your well-being. And this knowledge isn't just for you. You have a lifetime of wisdom, and now you have the understanding to become the source of health wisdom for your family and friends. Be the one who helps them understand. Please pass on this information. Share this video with your children, your spouse, your siblings, or a friend who needs it. It might be the most important conversation you have all week. And for more evidence-based health information and practical advice for a healthier, wiser life, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to CareWise Seniors. Always remember, your health journey is unique. The information provided in this video is for general knowledge and informational purposes only and does not constitute medical advice. Always consult with a qualified healthcare professional before making any decisions about your health or treatment.